of course, the movie, as would be inevitable, was cited as a critique of anarchy, right? This
Oh,
is what happens when you don't have a state. But I mean, the appalling thing
no, this
about
is what happens when you have a state.
when
There
you
are a
have a
bunch of
state.
dictators who are ruling it. If that is not a government, I don't know, what is.
That's right. So you have the dictator at the top, and let me just point out something here what I found very interesting. So this dictator at the top, who's like corralling the women to provide the mother's milk and sending people off, to deliver it for gasoline. He's in charge of everybody, and he doles out he owns all the resources, of course, and he doles them out, a little bit at a time, by pulling the switch and feeding the population water. You know, what I found most interesting about that was the rationale that he used to perpetuate his rule, and he creates around himself a religious cult.
Yeah.
So this is very interesting from a political theory point of view, because even in the case of this Mad Max world, it's never enough to just assert power, own all the resources, and have all the weapons. You still have to inspire people.
Yeah.
And so he sets himself up, and I forget as Molten Joe or whatever, right? He sets himself up as the mediator between earth and heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And he's bamboozled all these people. It's like, the more obedient you are to me, the more likely it is you are to get to heaven.
That seems like a pattern through history, doesn't it?
Exactly. And what I think is really important is that the religious cult surrounding, am I saying this right? Immortan Joe, something like that. The important thing is that this religious cult that he fabricates is purely based on an idea. It's not enforced by guns. It's not. It's nothing else. And it's purely just a concept that he has to implant in the minds of all of his followers.